blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
In the center.
And he's safe.
No, man, no, that's still a 75-cent fine.
I could do 75 cents. I thought you was gonna say more than that.
Man, well, look, I know Blast budget. I know what we got and what we ain't got.
Welcome everybody tonight to the center. It's your boy the Veep in the building. Got my man coming in at the drop of a dime, Mike Precise. Man. And of course, man D-Ray the producer in the building. Fellas, how are you guys doing today?
Woo. Just made it.
Yeah, exactly. That's just you and the what is it? The Negro League. Safe.
Speaking of Negro, that's the kind of time you know.
You know what? Honestly, Pete said that. That's like he said it just like that too.
Or the CP time is in full effect.
If
those that don't know, go ahead and open up Urban Dictionary and they'll explain it.
Yeah, ask Alexa.
There you go. Anyway, man,
I don't know. Alexa don't know that. Does she? Alexa don't know that.
If Alexa don't, I bet you Siri does.
She know by now.
Yeah. What is this CP time? Anyway, so man, I'm excited. We got one of our, it's almost like saying label mate, but in this case, one of our podcasters that's here tonight.
It is like a label mate.
Right? Our label mate, but nah. Hey, good evening, Sophia. Welcome to the show.
Hey, First Lady Sophia.
She
know what I meant. You know what I meant by that.
Anyway, we want to thank everyone for coming to hang out with us tonight. Tonight, we have one of our podcasters who has been very dear. We created a collaboration about 3 months ago, I believe. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, Miss Tosh B's been killing the game. Her podcast is known as Tosh, you can cuss me because you know I'm gonna jack it up. It's the Ultimate DJ Music and Review and More, if I'm correct. It's she got the whole title on it, but she's been interviewing local talent and whatnot. She also, Mike, resides here in Orlando, and she is a transient from NY, and she has a story that I'd rather her tell it than me because, again, I couldn't even get the title right, so I'm not going to jeopardize everything else, you know.
Yeah, like for real, I'm going to sit back and watch her cuss you out for that. Because I like the way she handled business, so I'm going to sit back and let her spin the basket tonight.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is my homie, Miss Tosh B.
What's
going on, Tosh?
Thank you. Glad to be here. Hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello,
Mike.
Queen.
Mike.
Hey.
We was talking about you bad before you came on, but
I knew. I mean, that's why I'm not even gonna ask. You know, this brother know me a long time, so I know he wasn't surprised, but you know, it's like, come on, Mike, what?
Come on now, you ain't gonna dog my boy now.
No, it was all in fun, but I'm just saying, 30 seconds to spare.
He came in the window right when the theme music was going, so that just showed.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
Look,
That give you a pass.
like that scene in
Ain't
Five
no-
Heartbeats. He just came in right on the. Oh, he got no mind.
Oh man, not Eddie Kane
Slide
Jr.
up
He Eddie Kane.
Slide up on the stage. I gotta watch that again with my kids, man. I gotta watch it. They don't know.
They don't know about that.
They don't know.
No.
Yeah.
What? Your kids don't know about the 5 Heartbeat?
No.
Man,
No,
that's
they got-
crazy.
So Tosh B, as my man D-Ray likes to say, for the uninitiated, what is the proper title of your podcast that you do on Blast every week?
My podcast, my business actually, and also the name of my podcast is The Ultimate DJ Music Review and More Talk Show. And it's also a LLC, so I run it as a business.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a podcast, so you guys go ahead and ask me some other questions and we'll get into that. I clarified that, so let's
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, she ain't a boss at all. Oh my God.
No.
Oh,
D-Ray,
ma'am.
I said, come on now.
Look. Now,
That's an inside joke.
Now, man,
That's the chill out.
you're gonna keep poking this cage. I'm just telling you.
Come on, rattle.
You're gonna keep poking the cage. I'm telling you.
Mike, you ain't see me rattle. Come on,
Oh,
man.
my God.
That's I'm seeing enough right now.
This is a family show. What just happened?
Family show.
You said cage. I was grabbing the cage. What you mean, rattle?
Yo.
Anyway, so Tosh, tell people a little bit, like, what do you do on your podcast, and more or less, what's your thing?
What I do is more. I used to be an executive A&R for about 20 years. So what happened is that I watched how the industry kind of pushed out the talent.
Mm-hmm.
And brought in just people that they can formulate into money. And so what I watched was a lot of talent get pushed to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And those people I go back and get, once I see that, the industry is just not going to let them break in. I don't know if you guys, Troy, I don't know if you, Mike and them, you guys are just getting used to me, but, me and Troy conversate regularly. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a line of blends. I'm a blend master. Actually, the first female blend master of New York State. Long before spin and wild jazz was still active, but I'm the first blend master DJ, female, the youngest.
Oh, we gonna get into that.
Oh yeah. And but what I started noticing was the out shipping of the Black community in the hip hop game. And what I try to do is go back and get the Black community and bring them back into R&B and hip hop, because we're being invaded a little bit.
Okay.
So
one of the questions that we ask everybody that we bring on this podcast, which I think is appropriate for you: when and where did you fall in love with hip hop?
Oh shoot! I think I win San Jose, California, Rapper's Delight.
San Jose?
Yeah, that's when I first heard Rapper's Delight. I was living in San Jose, California.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. The only reason that I'm doing that is because in the late 70s, early 80s, rap was so regional that it was just like there are some pockets of the country that had never heard, that didn't hear Rapper's Delight until maybe late 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
San Jose, California, that's saying something.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. When I got back to New York, when we returned to New York, Rappers Delight had been out for like a year, maybe half a year. We didn't even know that. It didn't
Yeah.
reach the West Coast until like 6 to 8 months later from New York. So when I got back, it was already up and popping. I was bragging, like I knew something, But I have been far into music since like 7 or 8. My brother and my brother also DJs as well. But we never really asked for toys growing up. We would always ask my mother for records.
Okay, see, you my tribe.
Yeah,
It's
My tribe
one
right
of
here.
them families. It's one of them families.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a natural thing for me. Y'all don't know, but my father is Philly Brown from the Untouchables.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a old.
Yeah, that's old school. I drop
Wow.
right out.
Yeah.
I drop right out the nuts with a beat. Yep. Boom. 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 Let's get it.
I'm imagining family cookouts and the gatherings at whoever's house, your auntie, grandmother's, and all the families over there. I can imagine who was. Okay, I'm sorry to butt in on this, but this is like really real to me because that's a close kind of thing to my family.
Yeah.
So, I was the one when I was a kid. I got put on the one little record player. Mike, you play the records.
Wait, not the little one like this, right? The one with the suitcase, the suitcase
little
joint.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that it
That's how I learned how to
you
scratch.
close the top.
Yeah.
You can move it around from room to room. We had the wire. We had to splice the speaker wires together. So you got speakers on the stairs and speakers that can come down into the living room, and still I had to have a speaker so I could hear.
Yeah.
From running the record player in the upstairs bedroom because I couldn't be in there with the adults. But they want me to play the records.
But Mike, you didn't have a speaker. You had one of them little things, them little shell things with that thing. You ain't had remember the little thing
it was a cheap
without the case.
It was
God.
It wasn't that bad.
T-Ray,
I know
you know what I'm saying.
I do know exactly what you're saying.
I know it wasn't that bad though. It was I know what you're saying.
That's
We had that little speaker thing sitting on the side. Yeah. And Michael Jackson was the first one that I learned how to. That can it be? I stayed away too long.
That was funky.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What was, because I feel like we're gonna go into some deep stuff, but I want to get some of the fun stuff out of the way real quick. What was the first hip hop record that you bought with your own money? Now, for me, it was two 33s that I bought. The first one was LL Cool J Radio, and the second one was a group called Freestyle, and they had this track called "Don't Stop the Rock." Those were the first two hip hop records that I bought with my own money. What was the first records that you bought with yours?
The first two records I bought with my own money. The first record I bought, I learned how to DJ off of, and that was Fresh Avenue by Diamond D.
Oh, you really go in the crates. You in the crate.
Diamond D.
Yeah, who's actually a friend of mine right to this day,
That's cool.
That's absolutely dope.
Sidney Dwayne Hughes, he's a friend of mine right to this day. But the second album, believe it or not, D-Ray, being that you said LL Cool J, the second album I bought was from LL Cool J himself. And I think I bought his second or third album. I was leaving Harlem Records one day, and LL Cool J was standing outside. I was running trying to catch the train because remember I'm on that Metro North track, so I'm running trying to catch the train. But LL is outside, and I knew him before he had a Kango. He had an Applejack on, And the first album or I was the third person to buy an album from him, which was "I Want You," which was his first actual song.
Wow.
That's digging something. I Want You. I never heard that.
Yeah, I Want You. That's his first song.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is so dope. So before you guys get into the heavy revy, excuse me. One thing we do here at Blast is we like to showcase a lot of the Blast artists. So we have two tonight, but right now I'm gonna give my man some love. This is Jay Saw, and this is called Stone Cold Stunner. So check it out right here on the center.
Chili cheese dog with extra onions, French fries, tater tots, wash it down with one thing. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I do what I say what I do, I show it all on my wall. I'm not here for play, I'm here for the stay. You can tell by the way that I talk. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I do what I say what I do, I show it all on my walk. I'm not here for play, I'm here for the stay. You can tell by the way that I talk. I'm a stone cold stunner. I got the moves to give you chills up in the summer. God-given abilities. I don't need a piece of lumber. Make you slumber, hit like thunder. Have you looking around like Stevie? Wonder who pulled the rug from under. Will make you think you pack going, will leave you golden. Mr. Call the police, we got ourselves a runner. Look yourself in the mirror and feeling good like man, nah bruh. How the hell you built bruh? And standing tall like stills bruh. The 90s you get killed bruh. So many men without spine talking about real when they lie, snitching when they faced with time. Shut your mouth, that's bottom line. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I do what I say what I do, I show it all on my wall. I'm not here for play, I'm here for the stay. You can tell by the way that I talk. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I do what I say what I do, I show it all on my walk. I'm not here for play, I'm here for the stay. You can tell by the way that I talk. People nowadays really sick with the poker face, acting like they're real until the law is in their face. They telling them everything. When cards were dealt, you should've threw them in. You knew what you was getting in. Said use the man, now use a film. Caught will wait up on ya, all rocked up like them boulders. If you didn't get names, it's over. You said going out with gun blazing, you ain't no fucking soldier. Nah, use a hoe, bruh. That shit you did was low, bruh. You should got pop soda, but you having a ball, boba. I swear this word is over. Got mine tumbling over. We glorify a hoe, bruh? Question mark. Now let's put that on posters. Just spitting facts, not roast ya. Now put your head on shoulder. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I do what I say what I do, I show it all on my wall. I'm not here for play, I'm here for the stay. You can tell by the way that I talk. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I'm a stunner, stone cold stunner. I do what I say what I do, I show it all on my walk. I'm not here for play, I'm here for the stay. You can tell by the way that I talk.
Yes, indeed. That's our boy Jay Saw with Stone Cold Stunner. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the spiel, because even though we got music later, but I'm still doing it anyway. If you are an independent artist, spoken word poet, or even up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans of music. So if you too want to hear great music, you can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds and hundreds of independent music. Blast, we're constantly changing the industry, one artist at a time. All right, we're back here with Tosh B. Fellas, you guys stewed up some questions to ask?
Absolutely.
I was hoping y'all would ask me about that song so I could say something about that song. Lord have mercy.
Well, go ahead and say something about that song now.
Yeah, it need about 16 beats off the front of that piece. It take too long to start. The beat is crazy. Yeah, the beat is crazy, but you have the chorus is better than the rap.
Fair enough. That's one of his older pieces, but fair enough.
Yeah, tell him put more substance into his rap, because the chorus outweighs the rap.
He's tons better.
Now,
but
now,
that was old
now
song.
that is interesting because Nile Rodgers, who producer, the guy that helped write La Freak and all that other stuff in the 70s, one of the things that he said was about songwriting is that what did he say? The verses, no, something about the importance of the chorus, and then the importance of the breakdown, and then the verses are just the other stuff. So it's amazing that you have a different sort of opinion on you want more substance in the verse and not necessarily on the chorus.
Yeah,
because it's hip hop.
Yeah,
that's
explain where
right.
you
There
get
you
that
go,
from.
Mike. Because it's hip hop. It's not R&B.
Yeah.
You
Right.
get what I'm saying? Now Rodgers is R&B.
Mm-hmm.
So with that substance of like the Johnson brothers or the brothers Johnson, where you hear that stomp and that the way that their music comes on, it leads up unto the chorus, and so it's worth the time. But when it's hip hop, it's different. Like being an A&R for all those years, I'm gonna tell you straight up, when we hear it, we go on for 16 seconds at the most.
Yeah, quick, yeah.
Before you click, and then it's click. You get what I'm saying? If we can't hear you within that first 8 and then drop that 16, if it's not good, it's click right to the next song.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So they, those are my recommendations from the A&R side.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Not a problem at all.
Yeah.
Opening minds got to hit hard and fast.
Absolutely.
So what in your estimation, and I know this is subjective, but what in your estimation would be the quintessential, almost perfect hip hop song? Because I got mine. I know what mine is, but I just want to hear what yours is.
Without the language, I mean,
No.
It don't matter.
First of all, take all the censorship out of this show. Take all the being nice or whatever. Be raw and real. What is your quintessential?
Bitches ain't shit. Snoop and Dre.
Now, what is it about that? I need to know
that one.
Yeah, I didn't never miss that in a million years.
Yeah, everything. It's the way that it come in. It come in through that drum line first to catch your attention, right? The drum holds you real quick, right? And then it drop, boom, 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 boom. You get what I'm saying? So then you want to hear what's coming on that bass line afterward. And then the way they rock it in such a way to where everybody tells their own story. And nobody is falling off on the beat. Everybody just rock it out. So even with what's being said, it all falls into unison, like with the beat and with everything. It make you want to like it, even if you don't want to like it.
Gotcha.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
What would be your song?
Yeah, my quintessential perfect hip hop song is Troy, Pete Rock, CL Smooth.
That is
when they reminisce over you. For me and for my taste, because I gravitated towards music before I gravitated towards the lyric, even in hip hop.
Yeah.
So and I'm a saxophone player. So that first saxophone lick, that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah, to me. So that to me, that spoke to my spirit.
Yeah.
More than anything. So,
yeah, I love reminisce.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
As y'all was talking, I'm digging in the crates of my brain. You just gotta pick one something that stands out, and it's something that's, to me, it's gotta be like a part of your history and stories attached to it. But Go Stetzer by Stetzer Sonic.
Oh snap!
Remember how that's, to me, if you want to make a list of, let's take hardest songs, hard intro, hard song. Remember how that starts? It just comes in. You got that. It's like the Tosh. I'm guessing that we probably kind of grew up in the same era in New York.
Yeah.
And were you ever in a club where that song came on and you got too many Brooklyn people in the club?
Yeah, I grew up down there in Brownsville, pink houses, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you one of them kind of you got some of that Brooklyn in you.
Yeah, yeah.
That song was a problem.
Yeah, I like Sally myself. I like Sally better.
That was a dope song. Dope story song for them. But that Ghost Stetzer, I've seen a lot of fights off of that song.
You know what it is? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's just the Brooklyn dude. The song was so hard and got you so amped, so fast. It was emotional almost. And as dope as that song was, it's like the bridge, like when the bridge is over. You know, any of those songs that hit hard about your town, it was over. But that one in particular, yeah, man, lots of that was a hype, strong song. The intro was they masterpieced that song.
Yeah. Stetzer Sonic had a way of letting the beat drop a certain kind of way, like you could hear it go boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? They had a certain kind. That was their dynamic. You know.
Yep.
And the bridge is over. It's funny that you said that because you know that used to be that was a reggae song.
Where they got it from?
Yeah, it was called One Scotch, One Bourbon, One Beer. Y'all remember that?
And now I know you a DJ too.
Mm-hmm.
DJs will rock that.
Yeah.
DJs will rock that and then bring that in. And then go into like a kind of like a reggae set, and then back into hip hop again. Yeah. So yeah. That was. I almost forgot about that until you said it. Yeah.
Yeah. One Scotch, one bourbon, one beer.
That chick. Who's the? Okay, I'm sorry. This is
no. Hold on. Before you do that, Veet, what's your quintessential?
Yeah, Troy.
Yeah.
I'm actually tied with two. So let's say the first love was definitely The Bridge Is Over because Mike knows me. That is my jam. I love it. Now, granted, I don't know the heat behind it because I know Queens. I know Karis is dissing Queens, and it was a mess. But I didn't know none of that. I was just enjoying the beat, the boom bap. That was me.
Yeah.
But to this day now, MOP Annie Up does it for me.
Wow.
I love that song. And that's
I'm gonna tell you why I hate that song. Because every time that song came on, I had to get somewhere where you were not gonna get injured.
Yeah.
You was gonna get injured if you was in the wrong space.
Man.
Come on.
Yeah.
And they talking about jacking fools, which is crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's that's robbery song.
The track and it's just dope. You know, it's just one of those everybody participate type of song. And I love hearing them talk about it. They're like, that was actually one of their songs that they didn't think would, pull off. They weren't even serious about it. And they said that song just blew up for them.
DJs, y'all know DJs break songs. That happened with us.
Absolutely.
When a record company's trying to make one song, this is the hit. But the DJs hear your single, they hear the album, it's like, nah, y'all need to rock this one.
That's right.
And then when they don't listen, the DJs know. The DJs know, and y'all, we learned the hard way. My group, we learned the hard way, not listening to the DJs.
Yeah, I tell them that right now. Like, for the people that I mentor going along the way, Mike, I tell them that right now. Even I don't need, you guys would have to go through my playlist in order to understand what I'm saying. But I get on Nicki Minaj and everybody about that. I cuss Doja Cat out like a dog about that.
You're not the only one, but go ahead.
But the reason why is because ain't none of y'all better than the DJ. Ain't none of y'all better. You get what I'm saying? Ain't none of y'all better because it's the DJ who has the capability of making you a star.
Now, I do have to push back on that, but I'm going to do it in the form of a question. But I'm going to ask V, like, do you want to do this question now, or do you want to do the Blast Artist Spotlight?
You can go ahead and do the Blast Artist.
All right, we'll catch him on the other side of the break.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be some conversation, boy.
Oh yeah, I'm about to get in it. Because I know sis can handle it. So I'm about to get in it.
Well, we appreciate that. Thank you again, Tosh, for hanging out with us. So this right here is my boy, Nate. He goes by Bitter Dreamer, and this is called Pump Fake. What's up, Paul Cram? Welcome. Right here on the center.
It's Big Boy Pluto, I'm the mother. And if you got a problem, suck a mother. I've been causing waves, I think you're about to crash. The pages you write your raps on, I use to wipe my... No, this ain't all cap, you can ask my nephew Jax. Everything that you be talking about sounds like trash. Everything that we be talking about sounds like facts. And if you whack, we coming for your rhyme. Keep going. And if you think that we would waste our time trying to give you all the shine, you're mistaken. No one's playing all those lines you got from someone else. It sure would be a crime if someone labeled you a 3, if someone labeled you a 5, if they labeled you a 1. Whatever rank you think they gave you ain't gon' help. If you see me, better run. I'll hop up in with a pump fake. I pump fake. Pump fake. Rappers talking shit, but they ain't got it like that. They saying that they lit, but they ain't never held a match. I hop up in with a pump fake. I pump fake. Pump fake. Rappers talking shit, but they ain't got it like that. They saying that they lit, but they ain't never held a match. I hop up in with a pump fake. I pump fake. Pump fake. I am not really fond of whatever books these be on.
Hold on. Let me try again.
I am not really fond of whatever books these be on. So I say f them all. Yeah.
Second time is never as it seems. The past just seems to fade into a dream. A new beginning can wash away the old, but so often it's the
I'm Frank Castle when I aim at you. I play with their G-string. She call me Dave Matthews. When I'm spitting these writtens, I'm on a mission of dissing these. They're spitting from spitters, cause that's forbidden. I'll trick these ballers like Pippin, cause if you with it, I'm with it. Y'all about to know my rage is driven. The minute I was given a listen, they about to put me in prison. I was ripping through spitters while they witnessed the vision and killed them all with my rhythm. I align the flows like some chiropractic. Play no games with these spiral dragons. My fans are pyro addicts. When I write those rap hits, guess I'm on fashion, cause I've shut down, that's diplomatic. I'ma blow a gasket with the jokes you cracking, cause the flows I'm rapping is so dramatic. You're at the rope in plastic, I'll choke the crack, and your parents find you strapped to a soaking mattress.
Okay.
Again, this is my boy, Better Dreamer, and that was Pump Fake. What you think, fellas?
Nice.
I'm waiting on Tosh.
It was 3 different songs, but it was fly. I like the middle song the best. The middle part of that song with the girl with the dreaming part, that was fly.
The girl came in, yeah.
That was fly.
You know, it's and maybe it's just my old age. I just really hate when rappers don't rap on beat. That just really just bugs me. But Yeah, it's still a dope song though. But
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
three
it's-
different songs. It was
Right,
three different
right.
songs, but
I
you know,
think of that as
if
a
you broke
skill.
it up like that, you know, it would
Yeah.
be a little more impactful.
yeah, almost like a mini mixtape.
It
Yeah,
needs a visual. It needs a visual.
yeah,
It definitely needs a visual. And I think like what you were saying, D-Ray, I see that as a skill, a good skill, when you can do it skillfully. Because everybody can't just do that and it come off good on a song. Sometimes it just sounds scattered.
Well, you know what? That leads me into what I'm about to say and what kind of trouble I'm about to get into. So I'm gonna set the scene. You know, late 1990s, early 2000s. You know, we're in the latter part of the Puffy era. We're coming into the 2000s. Steve Jobs introduces the iPhone, consequently iTunes, and we're coming into this realm of music, actually post Napster, where the independent artist can now bypass a gatekeeper, right?
yes.
An independent artist can literally take someone who, like Tosh, who is in a position of influence, who can say, this is not what this is supposed to be. An artist after this period can now give her the middle finger and go, I'm gonna go do it anyway, right?
Absolutely.
So how do you feel like, because we ask independent artists that the internet and really kind of even the playing field for independent artists, but when you think about the DJs and you think about A&R representatives, do you think the internet really kind of took away your power of cultivation because your opinion didn't matter as much after someone can bypass your opinion?
See, I talked about this with another one of the artists on my channel, and we were talking about the streaming possibilities and getting your stuff out there through just streaming. But what happens with that is that it doesn't reach the mainstream the way that it's supposed to. It just stays kind of in a stream site, right? And listen to streams. You get what I'm saying? But people still do listen to radio, and people still listen to walking beats, if that makes sense. When I say walking beats, I mean like when you walk in the street and you hear that booming system, boom, boom. You get what I'm saying? People want to know, well, who is that? What is that? And somebody has to actually give it up for you to be able to get that type of love. You get what I'm saying? You can't. Everybody don't listen to streams,
Right.
you know what I mean? So those they didn't knock me at all. You get what I'm saying? They didn't knock me at all. Because right now, if you go back maybe a week or three ago, you know, I had sent Nicki Minaj a message through her Instagram, and what she came back with was, I just want to you to all the DJs. If I'm making sense to you, because she even know the importance of the DJ. The DJ,
Right.
like Mike said, make or break you. Because it's us that we can hear the things that other people can't hear. So the hype come in from the DJ. You get what I'm saying? And when you have enough DJs that you could pass it through, DJs jump on it and they stay on it.
Oh.
The DJ has the ability of making you a superstar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know though. I don't think so. I don't think as much these
I'm
days.
telling you,
because-
you can stream.
No, but here's my point. Like, look at someone like Chance the Rapper.
Where is he now?
Does it really matter? Because think
Yes.
about this.
No,
He signed a
longevity
deal.
matters.
Oh no, he signed a deal with Apple that he was one of the first artists to sign like a multi-million-dollar deal with a company that was other than a record company and bypass radio altogether, right? You look at other artists like, I mean, you could go back as far as like NWA that didn't get any radio play at all, right? You could jump to Christian hip hop Lecrae didn't get any radio play at all. So we live in this age where, yeah, DJs are very, very important. And trust me, I'm not discounting the importance of DJs at all. But I will say that just like AI is dangerous to the producer now, I don't know if the influence has been eroded by technology. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
No, it's not that far gone. It's not as far gone as it seems. Because even with NWA, you know, theirs was a club joint. They got promoted through club DJ.
Mm-hmm. And they had versions. Remember, they also had versions for the radio. That was, you know, you can say that about Luke and them too. I mean, Luke and them. That's even more extreme than NWA. Ice-T. Yeah, they didn't. A lot of their stuff didn't get played on the radio. They had like maybe one or two songs that they made a version for the radio, and the rest was the street made them.
Yep, the club, the street, the DJ. Yeah.
Yeah, the club. Yeah, the club is the DJ, and that's, you know, you're gonna buy the song. Back then, you're gonna buy the record because if you didn't really know hip hop like that, if you wasn't like really in hip hop, but you just only listen to the radio, then you may hear the song that you like. You go buy the record, and then you find out, oh, all of this other stuff is going on. And then when you go to the club, you hear the same artist, and then it just goes on like that. Back then, I mean, you had to have something on the radio. Back then, you had to have something.
I guess so, but you know, I'm also from where I lived. We were at a geographical disadvantage, being in North Carolina, because there were forces that kept music away from our region. There were things that y'all heard in New York that if it had not been for the kids that would come down south for the summer, some of that stuff we'd have never heard of. I'll give you a perfect example. I was in Upward Bound in 1989.
What?
Yeah, I was in Upward Bound. Real talk. And we took a summer trip to Howard University, and we were seeing this dance that these kids were doing on campus, and we were like, "What the heck is this line dance thing that they're doing?" We don't know. We had never seen it before, and everybody was doing it. Everybody knew it. Everybody was on beat. We were like, "What the heck is this called?" It's like the electric slide.
Yeah,
we saw the electric slide like maybe 6 months to a year before it even got to North Carolina, right? Yeah. So that is the disadvantage of having those kind of gatekeepers, because there were program directors and DJs in the South that refused to play a lot of stuff, you know, that we had to go and find ourselves.
Because it's the Bible Belt.
That too, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I say that while the internet did wonders for the indie artist, it did take away a little bit of the power of the gatekeeper, because there's some things that you can't stop now. You know, as trashy as Sexy Red is, or whatever you might think of it, you can't stop it. You know, there's no way that a radio DJ or a program director can stop that music now if somebody wants to go and find it.
Yeah.
So Tosh, let me ask you about some of these new controversies. These Drake, Kendrick.
He just
just knew that was gonna come up.
Look, you gonna leave me alone because you gonna leave me alone because I haven't gone and got the real thing yet.
Look, what you got? I'm sorry, D. Go ahead. I'm sorry, V. Hit me.
Oh, you're good. What do you think about these influx of beef, if you will, diss tapes and stuff with first it was Kendrick, J. Cole, and J. Cole backed out. Then it was Drake and yay, and I mean it's getting confusing, honestly. So I just wanted to know, what do you think about all of this that's going on now?
I think it is kind of good for the game for right now, because what happens is that it separates the boys from the men in the hip hop game. You get what I'm saying? You'll find out the intelligence of who is who right now, you know, or are they just faking the funk?
No doubt,
you know what
bro.
I mean? So you know, this is where the real hip hop take place. It's where it step into place, and this is where the hip hop join. You know.
Now, I will definitely say, me personally, I've heard Kendrick's new one, Euphoria. I'm loving the lyrical play, and I've seen people like break it down and stuff like that. And it's cool how people will make a whole video and break Kendrick. That's mind blowing to me. But still, the one who I'm giving flowers, Chris Brown destroyed.
I don't think so.
What? Man.
I don't think so. I think he just has spurred out a lot of hate in his heart.
There was hate for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a bunch of hate in his heart. But and then he tried to throw it off on Quavo, like it was Quavo that was the problem, when it was always him the problem. Like you over there trying to bully a man that ain't even thinking about you. You over here mad at a man about a girl that don't even want you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's jealousy and hate right there. And when I knew for certain that it was jealousy and hate is when you told him, and I slept with your woman while she was with you.
Yeah.
So that means you the fucking problem.
They did it on purpose.
you the fucking problem on some hate shit. You slept with that man woman while she was with him, because he ain't do that to you. Right. You and this girl been broke up when he went to go deal with her. So that was just a bunch of hate. And the reason why I choose Quavo over him is because Quavo punched him with every wrong with his behavior that he ain't picking up on. This is what you did. This is what you did. This is what you did. You already destroyed your bag. I don't got nothing to do with that. Stop blaming me for your issues. Like I see with Chris Brown, like he have a you got a point to prove to people who ain't even thinking about
you. That's a valid point.
That is a valid point. I got it.
That is a very valid point.
So you told us about your experience with A&R, and one of the reasons that you saw the downfall of hip hop. From my vantage point, I grew up, of course, in the 80s. I always gravitated towards the producer, the Larry Smiths, the Premiers. I
love DJ Premier.
Absolutely. I also gravitated towards P-Rock. Also gravitated towards
I referenced him earlier. Ain't none of y'all better. I thought you would have caught that. That's DJ Premier. Ain't none of y'all better.
Yeah, I missed it. You know why I missed it.
I know.
Anyway, but I also right. I also gravitated towards Public Enemy, X-Clan, KRS-One, but there was a shift right around the late 80s, early 90s.
89, 90.
Yeah, there was a shift where it went from intellectual to gangster.
Biggie Smalls. Right.
So is that where you think where the intellectual and the talent left?
Yeah, Biggie Smalls.
Out? So tell us about that. Tell us what your opinion is of that.
Biggie Smalls. That's where the talent left. Everybody keeps saying King of New York, but all he did was he brought out a girl. Now the girls is messed up. You got Sexy Red because of Biggie Smalls.
Wow.
Really?
Can you unpack that a little bit for us, please?
Because Sexy Red, because Biggie Smalls brought Little Kim, who used to be scared of the dick. Now she throw lips to the shit. Handle it like a real bitch. Wasn't nobody talking about that. MC Light and every other woman that came before her. Then we had that.
That was disrespectful back then.
Straight up.
Yeah.
So, Biggie messed up the game as far as I'm concerned. Because he came in with that fat, insecure nigga shit. And he want to be, yeah. And then he got Dirty Puffy behind him pushing that. You know what I'm saying? Because
hey, wait a minute, Tosh. Hold on, and hold on, Mike. I ain't had to do this in a couple of weeks.
I got a lot.
Wait. Hold on.
You say you can handle this.
The views and opinions of those guests on the center do not reflect those of Blast Media, LLC, or BlastMusic247.com. I ain't had to do that in a couple of weeks.
I'm just saying. But this is what happened. When you have people in there who want to be, Biggie was a wannabe. He a little fat dude on the block. Nobody give him no play like that. Y'all know how they play with them little fat dudes. And so now he got this little girl who want to be everything to him. And so she willing to do everything for him. You get what I'm saying? And so even degrade herself, she jumped up on a record on an album cover with her pootie pat hanging down.
Yep.
And that was it for female rap. That was it. Everybody after Cher thought that they could take all their clothes off and turn back time and shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then here comes Sexy Red, and everybody mad at Sexy Red, but ain't nobody mad at Little Kim and Foxy Brown.
Right. They thought they was
Foxy could actually rap.
That is true.
They thought they was coming hard on the female's version of coming hard like a dude. But you don't gotta. I mean, you ain't gotta look like that though.
Problem. You know the problem with that though, Mike. It wasn't a woman's idea. It was a dude's idea.
That's right. Just like Party and Cardi.
And what else is a dude gonna do? If the chick, if the woman is not gonna stand up to that. They're just gonna roll with it. They're just gonna roll with it and think it's a good idea because they're getting put on. But the other females don't. I mean, if they don't check her, the ones that come before you gotta be able to check you.
Here's the problem with that.
It's like elders. The thing is, it wasn't that much of a gap yet. And, we talking about what 90 when did she come out? Well, like 94 or something like that.
With Kim?
Yeah, something 90, 92, 90,
yeah.
92.
92, 93. Okay. So, I mean, our class, our graduating class was, maybe only 2 years difference. And you got all of them coming out, and it's like, but nobody's saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Stop the violence was only a few years.
But look, I feel what you're saying, but here's the problem with that. It is really, really hard for someone who can't pay their rent to check someone with $1 million royalty check for putting trash out. And you know what I mean? And it's like, it's really, really hard, especially when the powers that be are giving them all the green light to do and say whatever they want to say for whatever agenda that they have for allowing it to happen. So where is the accountability? The accountability actually falls on the listener. However,
absolutely.
No, it's all true, though.
However, if you have complacent program directors, complacent DJs that cared more about payola than they did about the community, then you had records like this that got played 15 times a day, and you had to seek, actual hip hop in other places. So, it's hard to check it.
Don't people like to watch a car crash? Don't. I mean, where did the term rubbernecking come from? Remember rubbernecking? Don't we like to see a bunch of foolishness? We like to see a car crash.
But it's different now, because now with a car crash, it's like you don't see a car crash every day, and that's why everybody rubbernecks to go look. These days, it is the car crash is the norm.
It's norm.
You know what I mean?
These kids think it's supposed to be like this.
Right. They're crashing out regularly.
Yeah, you can catch all the drama you want on Twitter for free.
Fact.
Drama's everywhere.
You can catch anything you want on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, X.
Oh,
Let me interject in here a little bit when it comes to that right there, right? Because what happened, like Biggie told y'all who he was. He said black and ugly as ever. That's the way he felt about himself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And y'all know low self-esteem breeds contempt.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So when he started writing for Kim, as, you know, this mystery dream woman of a nasty dude. And then the backing came from those who want to shine, ooh, our black ass. You get what I'm saying? And so they, before that, like those years before that, they said they was trying to ban hip hop. They didn't want hip hop because we were too intelligent, we were too intellectual, and we were dropping too much jewels. They banned Chuck D from the radio because he was too knowledgeable. You get what I'm saying? And what they replaced it with was nigga this, nigga who.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so therefore being able to enterprise, hold on, Mike, being able to enterprise on what we originally planned, they switched it up on us and put these other people in place. And now what y'all see is these other people in place. Why they got an 82-year-old granny riding through the hood on a fucking bike, jumping off in the hood rapping. And she ain't rapping like us.
Right.
Y'all pay attention. Every song, the insurance commercial is a rap song.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Tide commercial is a rap song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Chuck E. Cheese commercial is a rap song.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is all. This is their plan from the beginning, because our plan was to get the community together. They done sucker punched all that shit out the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what you see is all these people following suit for a couple dollars. See, you know, they play off the poor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all these people is following suit because we automatically, like I said, I dropped out the nuts on a beat. And when we from the street and we from the hood, we drop out of nowhere on a beat. And now this is what you have. Is the destruction of hip hop by way of the Five Horsemen. I'm gonna say it like that.
Okay, so let's talk about. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike. No, go ahead.
Well, to go back even a little further with like I mentioned, 2 Live Crew, Luke and them, that they kicked off the whole legal issue. It happened with Luke and them, and it happened with Ice-T, but they're different type of stories. They both got into the banning thing, right? Luke and them getting arrested for performances, but they were getting arrested because people thought it was lewd and crude. With Ice-T, it was the content, you know, talking about killing cops and you know, both of those things smack hard against the culture, but one was like, yo, huh? I
said, go ahead, because I'm about to jump in, but go ahead.
But with Luke and them, you know, the lewdness and the crudeness, that's that Miami culture, that's that strip club culture. When all that stuff started rising up later on in the 90s again, that's it. I think, you know, people like Kim and all them type, I think that really is a result of Luke and them, because there wasn't nobody doing that type stuff. That came from Miami sound type stuff.
Okay, Mike. I respect your opinion. I really do. However, what I feel like, we've always had those blue light records from back in the day, from back in blues, from early R&B. We've always had those blue light records, but in my opinion,
juke joint type stuff.
Right. What pissed the industry off more about Luke than anything of his content was his business savvy.
Yeah,
Luke was one of the first artists. Yeah, Luke was one of the first artists that kept it all in house, and he didn't need the industry. He didn't need the radio. He had the DJs in the club. He had everything.
That's why he started in the first. That's why he even started in the first place, because he knew he could do that.
Right, and to me, that pissed off the industry more than anything. But I also want to get back to this idea of community responsibility to the culture, right? There's one saying that went back from jazz music that that Black people create, innovate, dominate, and then abandon, right? Wow. Any genre of music, you can go and look. But what winds up happening is somewhere between the dominate and the abandon, other cultures look at it and go, you know what? I bet you I can make a buck with that.
I can make millions.
You know what I mean? So you look at jazz music from the early 20s up till about maybe the late 40s, early 50s, before the influx of rock and roll. Jazz music was the king, right? Until we decided to innovate R&B and rock and roll, and then white folks came in, and I said it, white folks came in and took over jazz, and now it's like, years later, you got Herbie Hancock, who had to make a record called Rocket to make money because he said that his jazz records were not selling. Yeah. Right? Wow. And so the same thing holds true with hip hop, right? Where is the community responsibility? Where are the community gatekeepers to say, you know what, we've gone a little bit too far. We need to veer this back on to where we need it to be. So, Ms. Tosh, what do you think about that?
No, I've raised my hand because I'm one of them. I don't play none of that on my channel. Don't present me with none of that, because I don't want to hear that. Like, if you can't bring me something that I could play, like a couple years back at the Revolt Fest. I had a real deep conversation with Damani, T.I.'s son, and I was saying to him, I know you're a prophet. I know that you're different from your dad, but everybody can only see you through the eyes of your father. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to make a song with your dad to show them the difference, so that they can distinguish your style from your father's style. And I didn't think he heard me and listened to what I said until he came out with the song. I said, oh man, he listening. And at that same time, I said to him, but Damani, do me this solid. I said, because he has a song called Paris, and Paris is crazy. But I said, do me this solid, baby. I said, get me something that I could pass to the DJs. And if you get me something that I could pass to the DJs, I promise you I'll get you to the radio. And he came back with Shake It Off. I don't know if y'all know that song, Shake It Off. When I'm too fucked up, gotta shake it off. Move on my goddamn way. I said, there you go, baby. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Because his style is not his father. He is so dope. If people take a minute just to take and listen to him, the is dynamite.
There you go.
And so to be able to hear him in his actuality, away from his dad, who is trapped. He's not trapped.
Got it.
You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those people that push that on people. Like, nah, don't. Like, you don't gotta feed that. But if you gotta fall into it for a second, fall into it, fall out real quick. Let them know you can do this, but this not what you do.
Nice.
That's community responsibility.
Yes. Yes. But then people will say you hating. But then people will say, "Oh, you they want to call you a hater because you got something to say about new stuff, or this is it's to this. Y'all don't understand."
I wouldn't give a damn.
But you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. It's like if you got something to say about, it's like put it like this, man. If anybody's gonna say anything about your family, it needs to be family. It can't be somebody from the outside You know what I'm
From the
saying? Because you
outside,
still
bro,
gonna
and I'm gonna say it.
well, no, but I'm saying I'm saying family is that we're all hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's like okay, I never went gold. I never sold a million records. You know, I had no number one song, but I'm still hip hop, man. This is who I am. It's culture. So that's like your opinion and anything you got to say is discounted if you not automatically building everything up. That's not real, man. That's not reality. We supposed to be real, right?
Yeah.
So look at your history, understand your history, understand why people succeeded and why they failed. Understand what was going on, even politically, going in certain times, and how that affected the music of other generations.
Okay, Mike.
And appreciate those things. And it's like those things aren't appreciated anymore. You just want to do whatever.
Not. Yes. You know why?
You just want to do.
You know why? Because they're using the industry now is employing the KISS method. You know what the KISS method is? Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, super stupid. Keep throwing another S on there.
Right. You're keeping it simple. And at the end of the day, everything that you're talking about, Mike, is 100% accurate as far as I'm concerned. However, if you have created a generation of drones, they're not going to think the way that you think.
Yeah, and they think it's something wrong with you. They think it's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
Nah. There is a lot of good stuff though. There's a lot of good music.
Miss Tosh, I see you cutting your eyes to the right. What are you thinking?
I was reading the comments. I wanted to say, Paul Crow, the poet. You know, I'm here. Thank you. That's what I was reading. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know I have my glasses on, so I can't see. Y'all wait, Mike.
Can we learn more about
me too, Mike?
Tosh, I wanna. Yo, I just keep these joints on. Word up. Hey.
I need to press Sanford on you real quick.
Not the whole night. Not the whole night.
Yeah, I need to press Sanford on him real quick.
Five? What you mean 5? Hold on. Macaroni reacts.
Tosh, what's your more about your organization and what you're doing in the business, and that's what I want to know more about.
So what I'm attempting to do, I was supposed to do it a couple weeks ago. I have actually a home studio where I would like to have performers come and perform live. You know, where we sit down like this, but we up close and personal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we get more out of each other when we up close and personal. We able to laugh, we able to clown a little bit better when we up close and personal. You know, this is not this is personal, but not touchy-feely personal. You get what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And you know, me being the type of person that I am, I draw more out of people when they're close to me. You know, I know. Now here we go with the bullshit. I know Troy was supposed to be the first one over here, but now he done dragged me on his goddamn podcast where he done stood me up on my y'all hear me, right? So I'm just saying.
Forgive a guy for working.
Yo, she just blamed you right on your own show.
Burn you up.
It's all good.
But yeah, I have a little, you know, I have a little tiny desk studio situation going on, and I also have a secondary studio that I work at. You know, I work with some couple people over in another studio, and so for bigger artists and bigger, the show will take place over there instead of in my own personal studio. So yeah, that's my goal eventually, is to get more people out by actually having them come and perform live. But I need to build up these channels in order to be able to do that. So like, subscribe, and share if you can to the channel, you know? Because that's gonna be my ultimate goal in the end, is to really get people out there, because they're not being seen. Those that are really hip hop are not being seen, because like I said, we're in the process of being robbed by the five horsemen.
And that's why I think
I don't know if we're being robbed or we just letting it go away. But
yeah, we being robbed.
I get your point though.
Yeah, we being robbed. Because we need to appeal to a greater audience. So we gotta put the five horsemen, and then Post Malone. We gonna put the five horsemen. Bubba Smarks. We gonna put the. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. What that little boy name that looked like Christopher Cross with the curly hair? What the hell his name?
Oh God, I know.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? Who is he?
Post Malone?
No, not Post. The other one, Jack something or something.
Oh yeah,
Jack Sparrow.
No,
not.
No,
Harlow.
Harlow. Like, who this dude? All I can say is who this dude.
My thing is like this, right? I like. Look, I wish I could meet Ice Cube. I never met Ice Cube. I never met Cube. But bro, I would give that brother the firmest handshake and a hug. When you got money, you can build and do stuff on a Cube level. When you don't have that money, then what can you do?
Yeah. You
have to do stuff like what Tash is doing, like what the whole Blast is doing. You gotta do. There's something that you can do on your level to create your own, which is our own. We don't have to participate in the big money groups and Universal and all that. We don't have to participate in it because the people with the talent are the ones where they're getting it from. So there's going to be an issue with AI. When we think people are going to know that it's AI, just like people have gravitated back to, oh, now you want vinyl. Oh, now we want to revert back to. We want to appreciate the old stuff. You know, we got older artists that are really banking and making money and doing shows and making music. I think there's always going to be a demand for genuine stuff. So, me personally, right? If you're the one with the talent, you're the one that should get paid. Bottom line.
An artist is definitely worth their pay. All the way across the board, definitely.
And as a producer,
so we should have our own platforms.
No doubt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So create. I think there should be more and more of people like y'all building platforms for us, literally for us. You have to get paid for your work, and the artist got to get paid for their work, and it doesn't have to be some multi-billion-dollar company getting paid off of the talent's backs. It's not even that. We don't have to do that anymore. And I just think that's the way it should be going forward. I mean, I remember being mad when BET got sold. I'm like, why? I'm like, that's the only thing. So stuff like that is very important to me.
Yeah, and then what they did was they built up BET as hard as they could, and they took everybody EBT and everything to build up BET.
The EBT switched the letters around.
And then they sold it to
I hate to be the pessimist of the group, but
that's all right.
I'm also the historian, I guess, because every slave or attempted slave revolt in this country was always thwarted by that one person that wanted to go back to the plantation.
Yeah,
some nigga.
And I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad you did. And that is the inherent problem about community building. You're gonna always have that one that's gonna say, "Bump y'all, I'm gonna go and get these millions."
Well, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, but then that always defeats the purpose because
you're gonna have one Clarence Thomas.
You're always gonna have that one Clarence Thomas.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
Or that one Bob Johnson, or that one whatever that is going to decide. Well, you know what? I got mine. You go get yours.
Yeah.
So,
and then the cycle may repeat if everybody decides they're not strong enough. To me, maybe I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say strong enough. I don't know. But you have to be determined that this is the way we're gonna go. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna build. If you're gonna build. I mean, why are you gonna? I mean, how you think? Okay, how you think these big corporations got the money? Why?
By not caring.
No, but okay, you got a lot of companies that build their business, and then some big vulture comes and they want to buy it, right? And they buy it, and they sell it. Oh, I got my $5 billion. 2 years later, 5 years later, your little thing that you sold for $2 billion, dog. You got to understand how that money works. That $2 billion, and just in 3, 4, 5 more years, it could have been 20.
But you know what though?
You gotta be willing to do that though.
No, but here's the problem with that.
It's strenuous though. It's strenuous.
It is strenuous, and here's the problem. Hip hop at its core, at its root, was never that. It was never that. It was never about money. It was never about economics.
No, it was never about money.
It was never that. But the problem is, when it's never that, then you got people who are going to die on that hill about it never being that, and those are the ones that need a GoFundMe when they die.
Yep.
But my thing about that is it became that. And when you and then when you got brothers that caught onto the game and peeped the game, oh, now we know. So then now you see what they do, adapt it to what we do. Imagine if there was 1 or 2 black-owned distribution models, because the distribution that's what
we did have that.
Distribution was. Who?
Yeah, we had Rap-A-Lot Records over there with Jay Prince, and you know, we had a couple of those. We had Master P over there, you know, that did.
We had Luke.
We had a couple spots.
Too Short. Yeah.
We had the Sugar Hill Gang. We had, you know, the Sugar Hill Records.
Doing that, yeah. Their own.
But it always comes to a limit, and it always comes to a crossroads where you decide either I'm gonna save myself or I'm gonna save the community. And you got to look at it like this: rap as a culture has made a lot of rich people, but it has not made a lot of wealth for the community.
For the community, absolutely, dude.
You know what I mean? It's made a lot of people rich, but it has not made the community wealthy. It's been 1 or 2 people in rap in entire history that you could say are actually wealthy. But most of that is outside of the community that got the wealth off of rap culture. And then
on top of it, it turns into a Tulsa situation. Right?
Absolutely.
It turns into a Tulsa situation, right?
And
like people ask me about this situation coming with Puff, and I said to them, I don't know Puffy. The fuck y'all asking me for? I don't know Puffy. I ain't never hung out at Puffy crib. I ain't never seen no shit take place about Puffy. So why would you try to get me to participate in tearing Puffy down? I said, this looked like one of them hood heists to me.
Well,
you get what I'm saying? No, let me finish. Let me finish what I'm saying. And you know, you can understand what I'm saying. When I say to you, it looked like one of them hood heists, because remember when we was growing up and everybody be hustling on the block, and then all of a sudden, when the cops need some money, they come shake down the hood.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm looking at Biden giving money and shit to Ukraine and Israel and these fucking migrants and everybody else, right? But where he getting the money from? He's shaking down the hood. You get what I'm saying? So Puff, who was a billionaire, he about to get shut down. Jay-Z, now they adding Jay-Z into it. They about to get shut down. You get what I'm saying? They coming back to the block to shake us down. If I'm making sense to y'all.
No, that does make sense.
You get what I'm saying? That's what it looked like. You know.
Yeah. There's
on a grander scale.
Right. From my perspective, though, karma is a train that's never late.
Oh, karma.
I know producers who are walking around here now, homeless and with no money, that produce some of the biggest hits for Bad Boy, and they never got compensated for that. Now you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I get what you're saying, and what you're saying is completely 100% valid as it pertains to that. However, there is another side to that I have seen that is just like, I can't even defend that. So whatever you saying is valid, I can't see myself defending it because I already know what this particular person did in that particular situation.
Now, them people that you speaking on, I'm gonna tell you a good story about them people that you speaking on, right? You little young man, we call him Jimmy. Y'all call him Poke. I've been knowing since 13 years old. One of his first influences in the music business, right? I'm the first one to take him on a tour out. He wasn't the track masters then. He was called the Brooklyn Breakers. And I had him, Barabbas, Johnny. They were the three Brooklyn Breakers, and Boy Wonder was the fourth group member, right? And I let him open up for the Force MDs, and took him to these different places. If you ever sit with Pope, his name is John Claude Olivier. His mother's name is Myra. Okay. If you ever sit with him, ask him one day, do you know this lady named Nikki? She used to manage you when you was a breaker, when you was a popper. And watch him just fall out laughing. She said y'all got stuck on the train after the show one day. Y'all had to sleep at the train station and all these things come with the business, right? But it was all entertainment coming in the game. You get what I'm saying? Like, those things that you deposit into those people are lasting effects for the purpose of the game. You get what I'm saying? That's like I was saying earlier to one of my people. I said, what happens with us is that we don't give back to the youngsters so that they can carry on outside of the money, because they need to be able to carry on this legacy outside of the money. That way they can always get money. Which speaks to why I say that there are some aspects that are just indefensible, that I'm like, I know what you fed into and it wasn't what you were supposed to, in my opinion. So I get it 100%. Yeah, had it been Hev still alive on that drawing board, it would have been a different story. But cutthroat equal cutthroat. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut you, Dr. Jekyll, right there with him. Like we know he come from the gate. He from the rip. You feel me? Absolutely. But then that cutthroat, because we got a Clarence Thomas in the building. That cutthroat. You feel me? Where I ain't thinking about nothing. Yeah. So now I can take that Kiss person that's black and ugly as ever, and I can mold him. And I can take this little girl here who want to be with black and ugly and ever, even though he ain't paying her no mind, because he black and ugly as ever. He feel a certain kind of way about himself. So he going the opposite direction of himself, Faith. And we gonna, you get what I'm saying? I feel you. But it also goes back to something that you said. It's a shakedown. It's also something that you said about the culture being robbed, which I can agree, but we also got to ask ourselves, who in the hell left the gate open? That's right. Amen. That's right. The gate was left open when they banned Chuck D.
There was no lock on the gate. So whether it's open or closed, there ain't no lock anyway.
It was left open when they banned Chuck D.
Bless you. So gang, hey, y'all know we could end up easily talking till tomorrow, because this is one of those things where there is no end. Miss Hash, I'll come on your show. I won't stand you up. Okay. That was a cheap shot. Don't be surprised if there's a pink slip in your knee.
That's some Kendrick.
He didn't stand me up. Don't get it twisted. Don't be jumping at my dude. He ain't stand me up. Don't be jumping at my dude. We double team over here. I jump back. I jumps back. Don't do that.
Real quick,
Oh,
let's
wow.
answer this.
He's
That's
starting
right.
something. He's trying to start something.
Mm.
Michael Jackson,
We
you want to
do
be
not-
starting something?
We do
I
not.
You
swing
want to
by
be starting
myself.
something?
I swing by myself. I can
not-
fight by myself. I don't
We
need
do
all
not.
that.
We do not have the time. Y'all notice I just ignored Miss Tash, right?
Yeah.
We do not have the time to answer this question.
You sure?
Eminem is the Elvis Presley of hip hop.
Mm.
Eminem is the Elvis Presley of hip hop.
I like Eminem.
I like him too. I like Elvis too.
I like Eminem, and you know what?
I think he's proven himself, though.
I'm telling
He's
you,
proven
he's not-
himself.
You know what it is? He grew up in the hood, so he know what the struggle is.
Yeah, it's not the same. He's not the same. He's not, you know.
Nah. He
was
grew
the,
up like that, so he know the struggle. He like, nah. And if you ever notice, Eminem don't never try to walk that white line. He don't do that. He stays straight on what he on, and that's that. He don't walk that white line. He don't do that.
He's a Eminem is like a white abolitionist.
Yeah.
Okay,
He like
Eminem is he's like an abolitionist.
No.
Yeah, brother, he's like an abolitionist.
No.
he like
That
Garrison.
you really and you die for this. You in this, you die for this. You don't look like us, but you live like us.
Nope, not at all.
You don't give him that.
Not at all. I gave him
I said
Elvis.
like.
He's
I
Elvis.
didn't say the level. I didn't say the level of an abolitionist. I said it's
he's
like an
Elvis.
abolitionist.
Nope, he's Elvis. Mm-mm.
And on that note,
He's definitely like a Elvis thing. But you know what? I have a dude that I work with, like Eminem. Like he's just a straight lyricist, all white boy, but he's a white boy that don't hate himself. He ain't got issues with his white.
Facts.
So all he do is rap. He just rap. You know, it's a big difference. You get what I'm saying? Like he don't have no shot at his whiteness, and he don't have no shot at the blackness because he don't hate himself.
got it.
He just want to rap, and his name is Mike Mess. Fly as hell.
You know what? We
Mike
keep
Mess.
trying to get off of here, but yo, Macaron, let me ask you something. Is there an age limit for the Rolling Stones to stop touring? Is there an age limit for Frankie Beverly and Maze to stop touring?
Nah.
So then
There's no age limit.
why is there this
Is there an age
perceived
cutoff
age
for an
limit
artist who has
for hip hop?
music without
I
trying?
mean, come on.
If he never got known due to that. Well, that's
There's no age
me
limit
right
to
there.
hip-hop.
That's actually me. That's what I am. That's what I am. I dropped out because I just didn't like the world of the entertainment business. I didn't drop out of hip hop because I'm hip hop. I mean that's who that's part of my life. The entertainment business, I didn't want nothing to do with.
Mike, Mike, the funny part about that question is that I hear that all the time. Like somebody else had made that statement on YouTube a couple of days ago about when you see people a certain age and they be speaking on certain things and shit, but they don't realize that it come from us. You get what I'm saying? So we are the perfect people to be able to speak on shit because it come from us, right? And then on top of it, right? My grandson, me and my grandson kick it.
Sure.
My grandson come to me. Why? Because he know my grandmother is the hottest motherfucker out that I know that's gonna give me what it is about hip hop. You get what I'm saying? Like he know that for certain.
Yeah.
He's not guessing about that. He know my whole stilo. He know all my recreational stuff outside of everything. He knows, and he knows now I'm gonna ask my grandmother.
Yeah, because he knows
He sent me blends. Yo, ma'am, check this song out right here.
That's what we get to talk about.
There's no age limit to this. Yeah, there's no age limit to this.
Right.
Absolute facts.
Sorry, Trey. I'm sorry.
You good? Hey, I just gotta grab it and run because you guys got topics, but it's all good. Tosh B,
we didn't talk about turntablism.
I know. Well, Tosh,
Part
let me
two.
tell you this, Tosh. The center was created because If you remember back in the days, the Boys and Girls Club, YMCA, all those recreational places where hip hop would be, we would hear drums, people banging on the what are those things called? The bleachers.
The table.
Yeah,
That's right.
Exactly. So we called it the center to remind you of back when hip hop was wonderful, where it was a thing to do in your community. So I say that to say that this is a community place. You're welcome to come, Tosh, anytime into the community to, see what's going on and be a part of what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And that goes with anybody who loves hip hop. So that's why we call it the center. Now, where can people find you? Because I know we got some people that are really digging what you got to say. So where can they find you?
I am the Ultimate DJ, music review and more talk show on YouTube. I am the Ultimate DJ B on X. I am Miss Tosh B on Insta. Ultimate DJ also is the name of it. Like I'm the Ultimate DJ on all pages, including Facebook, and I also run a blend battle that I've been doing for the last 12 years on Facebook. So come check out our blend battle. There's an array of different DJs up there, and somebody posts something every day. Like we got something, a new song every day. In fact, I posted up this morning a blend that y'all might like.
I saw it.
You saw it? Yeah. What did I put? Mr. Right?
That song. Yeah. What is that? I couldn't think of the name of the group.
Yeah, it was Mr. and somebody and something. Arrested Development.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the blend this morning. Yeah.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, check it out. It's fly. Tell them, Mike, it's fly.
Classic song with a classic song.
Yeah, go to the line. Yeah, go to the line. Y'all will see every song. I try to make something where I don't like that 80 to 83 beat shit. That's just too slow for me. I like to wake up and bounce. You know what I mean? So
no doubt.
I usually stay up like 90, 94, 96, 90, 99. I can't stand that slow shit. I don't know what the fuck that's all about, but anywho.
My 80s. That's my 80s.
No, I don't mean 80 years. I mean 80 BPMs, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
The beat per minute. Okay.
Yeah. I am hip hop. I'm trying to tell you. Tell him, D. Take one for me, bro. Tell him what time it is.
I got you. I'm feeling you 1,000%. Yeah.
Put it on the turntable and turn the center and make it go faster. That's the way we used to do.
She is anti slow flow. That's
that's drag rap to me, man. Y'all
she said drag rap.
I like that though. I like she said that.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like it's no what they call, they lose the rhythm when they do that. You get what I'm saying? Like they lose the rhythm.
All right, Q. We'll do music reviews, but leave your feelings at the door just in case.
Just letting you know in advance.
Letting you know in advance. We're not gonna lie to you.
So, Tosh, what would you like to tell the people before we head out?
I thank you guys for having me, and I appreciate you. You know that, Troy. I'm always sending my thumbnails and everything your way, and I just thank you for your assistance as I go along. And I really look forward to having our sit down, where we can run through. And I got this little, put together studio in here, and I would love to have your intake because I know that you're absolutely brilliant when it comes to these things. And the audience they're always welcome to look me up. I just put the blend in the comment section, so that'll lead you right to my page on YouTube. And y'all go through the line. It's a lot of music on there, and I pop my own fucking collar. I don't need y'all to pop my shit for me. You feel me? Cause every time y'all hear something, you can be like, yo, that's fly. Yo, that's fly. Yo, that's fly. You get what I'm saying? And
that's a DJ.
Yeah, that's what I want to put out there for the world so that we understand that, like KRS-One said, we can't have hip hop without hip hop, y'all.
There it is. So D-Ray, what would you like to say before we head out, bro?
First and foremost, this was really dope. Bouncing ideas and debating with Miss Tosh, I love it. One of the essential things about the center, even back in the day, there had to be an underlying mutual respect, even when you disagreed with somebody. You know, and it's usually the ones that wanted to take it a step further when the disagreement were the ones that never found their own lane. They didn't know who they were. And so as long as you know who you are and the lane that you in, you could stand on business even if you're disagreeing. Because at the end of the day, it's still all about love.
That's right.
So,
No doubt.
Yeah.
What would you like to say, Mike, before we head out?
Well, address. I forget who said it in the chat about spoken word. Yeah, man. It's almost, that's like a hand in hand. That's like a hand in hand thing. Spoken actually came before rap music. Spoken's that goes back to the 60s. Yeah, man, that goes back to the little spots where and Black Power movement. There's a lot of people trying to be spoken word. Well, not trying, but spoken word artists. And you know, Gil Scott, dude, that's all you got to say right there. Gil Scott Heron, look him up. If you haven't done that, if you don't know about him, look up Gil Scott Heron. That's right. That's before hip hop, and it goes hand in hand with it. I do it. I use raps like rhymes that I write and turn them into spokens. If there ain't no beat, well, you just call it a spoken.
You know, Mike.
But yeah,
Mike. You know, I'm one of New York's hottest poets, right?
What?
Yeah,
White Castle?
Sorry,
Okay, I want to hear that too. I just got to post more. I got to stop talking and, you know, don't say that, D-Ray. I know. I love you, Dad.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Once again, real quick, I'm gonna reiterate.
Hip-hop.
That's right.
I am hip hop.
I also want to reiterate to my man Macaroni. You can also sign up to blastmusic247.com. You can do a free profile. We will have access to all those things, and we appreciate you. Definitely come check us out. Also, I'm gonna pop my collar that I was able to actually collab with Miss Tosh, which she is now also a part of the Blast Music universe. So I am thankful that we collabed, and I know I hope it didn't feel like abandonment. I just knew you had it. You didn't need me to baby you, so that's why I was like, welcome to the club. Here's the keys.
Yeah, I didn't feel like you abandoned me at all, Troy. I appreciate you. Cool.
So everybody, thank you again for coming to hang out with us. Miss Tosh, if you can stick around before you take off. Everybody, thank you for checking us out tonight. We are going to be back next week. Another dope show as always. If you missed anything, you can go to YouTube, look us up on Blast Music 247, all one word. And let me tell you something, just like my man Rakim said, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. And always be at the center. We'll see y'all next week. Much love. Peace.
They used to jam in the center.